Alright, so here's the deal. I still don't fully trust OBS, though for right now it seems fine. And similar to Monday, I am oddly tired for some reason. So I may just keep streaming a little bit on the short side this time. We're currently at 3250 for encounters, so I think we can at least go for I guess we might as well at least just go for 3.5k. And if that works out, great. But I still don't trust OBS. Wish I wasn't tired again today. But my body basically refused to get any more than a couple hours of sleep last night for some reason. Like, actively refused. I don't know what that was all about. But for now, let's just hope this all works. Hey, just hoping for the best here. Also, I may be more quiet this time because of my lack of energy. I'm not gonna force myself or anything. I hope I learned my lesson from previous streams. Just gonna turn the volume down on this end so less gets in the mic. And I guess I'm ready to go. Here's hoping we find the shiny soon, because, again, kind of not just tired from being tired right now, but, like, I'm just tired of Route 3. We've been here for a couple years after all. If we get the shiny early this stream, I have no idea what the hell I'm gonna do. I mean, I guess it kind of depends on how early I get the shiny, but I don't know. Yeah, I told you guys I was gonna be more quiet today. I feel like I kind of have to say something every once in a while. Completely going against the don't force yourself type of thing, but, well, otherwise you're just getting feedback in game audio, so it's not much. Though, Honestly, I'm just kind of hoping this stream is filler. Maybe tomorrow will be more energetic. I don't trust myself. And I also don't trust OBS. Things are still running kind of smoothly. It's been 10 minutes. So we might be good. Might being the key word. Kinda wish I wasn't forced to use the laptop mic, but what choice do I have? I don't really have anything external. Which sucks. Yeah, this stream's gonna be a lot more boring. I guess I'm planning on keeping it short then. Because, I really don't have anything to rant about like yesterday, and I really don't have much energy today. So, really, this was just background noise, if you can even call it that. That's fine, I guess. Not every stream needs to be the most exciting thing of all time, you know? Plus, even with this lack of energy, I think I will still have quite the reaction if I end up finding a shiny today. Even if I kind of really don't want one. I was kind of against what the stream is for, but, I feel like it'd be better if I had more energy, you know? Imagine a shiny Jigglypuff, though. I mean, Jigglypuff can learn Sing if it doesn't have it already, so... While not as reliable as Sleep Powder, it means I can get this non-shiny Butterfree out and people can stop asking questions about it. So... That would just make life simpler. think when I do go back to full time, if I do, still not entirely sure on if or when. I think I'll try aiming for more evening streams because I'm usually more of a night person, so I tend to be more awake then. But who knows? I'm still not entirely sure. It's all still very work in progress. By the way, I'm doing the same thing I did last time, where I just have the TV kind of muted. I just look at that, look at the phone, look at chat, look at that, look at the phone, keeping kind of like a vague eye on the game. I'm gonna change the channel, but at least it keeps me somewhat occupied and not entirely, losing my mind, which is great news. I'll just this. Alright, back to it. Maybe if I don't do a BRB today, and I stop getting myself distracted, maybe we can get this stream over pretty quickly. Maybe not within a single hour, but still pretty quick. In other good news, OBS has not dropped any frames in the first 20 minutes. So, that's pretty good. I mean, true, we're not at 20 minutes yet, but, last time OBS started having problems on the 15-minute mark and then somewhat stabled out for an hour and then started going towards the end, so this is already progress. Imagine if I'm so tired and just not paying attention to the point where a shiny happens and I actually end up running from it. That would be a disaster. That would just be awful. I think I'm aware enough for shinies, but I don't know. So many Pokemon have gone by and this has taken so long that I may have already missed one. And I know I haven't. I know I haven't missed a shiny yet. Hunting just sometimes takes a while and there's nothing I can really do about it. It sucks, but that's life. Once this trial week is over, I'm considering maybe changing up the schedule. I tried doing a more fixed schedule in the past, and technically now as well. And maybe I need something more fluid, where it's like I can stream on any day I want, just whenever. No worries about schedule or anything. So you have to stay tuned to Twitter or the Discord in order to find out when I'm actually streaming. Just kind of keep your eyes peeled, pay attention, Not forcing myself on a specific schedule. And that way it also keeps things open for days like this where I just don't feel like streaming and I'm not forcing myself. I'm forcing myself for, let's say, the trial period, but it's probably not going to be how things go from here on out. After Friday, things are going to be a lot better for me. I tend to go back on another hiatus, and then I just kind of sort things out and then come back. This is just kind of my way of trying to jumpstart the system to where I get back to streaming at some point. Just merely to test if it all still works somewhat okay, and it seems that way. It just has off days, from what I can tell. It's kind of like over here. Well, I was gonna stop to get a drink at 33.50, but I guess it's stop now because of a random itch. Not long enough for a BRB or anything. I got another one of those super drinks that's in next to me. So if I need a drink, I'll get it. No need to worry about leaving to get something. My uncle's dog is fine for now, so no BRB for that either. We're gonna try to push through and try to keep the stream somewhat short with no breaks in the middle. Outside of the occasional, stop for a quick second to scratch an itch or drink something or change the channel on the TV so I'm not entirely going insane, We are now officially 100 encounters in for the stream. I think I'm just going to do another 150 and then call it. Funny, I said I had no particular goal for encounters when I started the stream, when I posted it to Discord. And then almost immediately it was like, no, I definitely have a goal. We're just going to reach 3,500 and bail. Plus, I think that would get us back on track, so that way tomorrow, if I have more energy, I can just go to 4K. So that'd be nice. And hopefully, I have more energy for Thursday and Friday streams. And we can at least get to 4,500 before this trial week's over, and we'll see where we're at. In fact, I could probably make Friday stream a little longer if I have the energy for it, so we can at least try to pass like 45, like what was it, 16, 19? I forget what number it was for my longest hunt. And that was Route 1. I had the longest hunt in. It was like 45 something. I have the numbers in the text document, but I don't want to look through that again. Not like last stream. But I might at least just try to push past that number. See if this will be the longest hunt or not. And then probably round it off at a nice even-ish number. I saw that, OBS. You're being a little shaky. Not a fan. No dropped frames yet, but still a little I thought you could handle today. Maybe not. You kind of tinted yourself yellow for a little bit there. Little worried. Stay stable, buddy. Stay stable. These encounters are going by kind of fast. We might actually finish this before the hour mark. Somehow. These encounters are going by a lot faster than I thought they would. We might actually be able to do a really short stream where it's less than an hour, and that's going to be both great for me and really freaking sad. For a multitude of reasons. It's like great because it's short and I can take a little nap or something afterwards, but also it's like, short streams kind of feel pointless. I don't know. we still got about 125 encounters left. We got half of them done. So it's gonna be close to the hour mark when we're actually done at this rate. I don't know why encounters today are going by a lot faster. Maybe it's because nothing's actually really happening and the game's taking pity on me. The game knows that once this is over, I'm going and taking a nap. Like, while this uploads and everything. I don't know. Or maybe the game just wants me to get the shiny fast, so it's just pumping out encounters for me. Just so I get it. I think since this is the trial week, I think I might experiment with a different time. So if I'm feeling a little bit tired during the normal 12 p.m. stream time, I could always try doing it later. I'm more awake. We'll see how that goes. One problem, if I do it much later, Mom's gonna get home and then interrupt everything and be a nuisance. So, nah. So if it does have to get delayed tomorrow due to me still not having energy, it would probably have to be a pretty late stream. It would be probably like sometime after supper, because then Mom tends to stay on the couch for a while. That might be enough. You know, maybe chat might be more active because people would be off work. And honestly, it'd be closer to my old stream times, because back when I used to stream, I did have points where I did stream in the middle of the day like this, but I tended to stream more in the evening. Especially like towards the night. Not super late at night, like 3 o'clock in the morning or anything. I'm definitely not doing that, but you know. I think those evening streams may have worked a little bit better, not just for my sake, but I think for the viewer's sake as well. Because this is also a work week, so people probably can't even tune in. That might be part of the reason why there's not really much activity in chat. So, that's 150 encounters today. So, get another drink, and we're gonna churn out the last 100. I'm also gonna change the channel again on the TV because, to be honest, I could probably find something better on. Yeah, that'll do. Alright, we've got 100 more encounters to stream. Unless something big happens. Summing it up again for people who have not tuned in at all. The shiny I want the most from here would just be either Nidoran. Don't care if it's male or female, as long as it's one of them. The shiny from here I want the least is Pidgey, because I already have 2 of those, and a 3P is just kind of boring. Plus, it would make team organization a little bit weird. So I plan for one of these to replace someone on the team now, whether it be one of my Pidgey or perhaps even the Beedrill. So that's kind of one problem with this game. Despite the fact that there are 150 Pokemon, 151 technically, in the Kanto region, unless you count the stuff they add in with the Seven Islands and this version, there really isn't that much variety throughout the game. It changes up more and more as you go further in the game, but especially in early game, you're going to be seeing a lot of Pidgey, a lot of Rattata, like a lot of the same Pokemon over and over again. Which is, I'll admit, a little sad. Honestly, I know we're not going to get there for a long time, especially with how long stuff like this is taking. But once we get the Versus Seeker, I think these streams will actually have a little bit more variance. Because it won't always just be me running around in the grass or in the water or anything. There would be times where I'd just be using the Versus Seeker and, grinding for money for the sake of getting more Pokeballs or even grinding for a potential Game Corner or Safari Zone hunt. I think I've already set in stone that I will be doing Safari Zone. I'll be doing it properly, by the way. I mean, you have to go in the Safari Zone in order to get some stuff anyway, so... Because I'm already forced to go in there, it's almost like something like this. Where it's a route. Not necessarily exactly the same, but something kind of close. I also will be going with the actual rules there. Despite the fact that it's an emulator, I will, at that point, have banned save states, because I will ban save states for catching Pokemon as soon as we get an infinite source of money, which means Versus Seeker, really. So, yeah. As a result, if a shiny flees, I will phase. I will do a second phase where I go for something else, Just hope a second shiny just shows up, It's gonna be a long while before that happens, though, so, don't get too excited. We probably won't get there for at least another, 3 years. It's taken long enough getting this far. think we're gonna just cross the hour mark. Huh. Well. That's kind of nice, I guess. At least I'm not uploading a stream that's less than an hour long. Because honestly, that'd be kind of shameful. And even if it was less than an hour, we got to this point. I don't think I'll be doing a raid today. I think I will send you guys over to someone else via just a normal host. It's not as big of a fanfare, you know? That way I can just worry about going straight to bed. Get a nice nap in. Probably get some energy for tonight. You know? Maybe see if I'll have more energy tomorrow. We can go for like a full thing, you know? That'd be cool. I'd like that, you'd like that. Even if I don't have the energy tomorrow at this time, I could probably experiment with the schedule a little bit, as I mentioned before, so stream may not necessarily be at noon. Which might just be better for all of us, really. This is a trial week after all. Just trying to get me back in the swing of things with this and allowing a bit of experimentation to see what works, see what doesn't, make changes if needed. Just kind of fix it all up, you know. And then once I really get back into it, I already got offered by Wanye before he went on his little maintenance hiatus that he would do some stream layout stuff for me, which that's nice of him. I told them I'd hold off a bit just till I get back to the swing of things here, because I may not even come back full time again. This might just be like a one-off week sort of thing, and I just don't show up ever again, you know? I highly doubt that. I just think that, well, I honestly think that once I'm more moved in and settled into the house, I can guarantee more free time and more time to myself, not having to worry about mom shenanigans. I think I can adjust and get a proper stream schedule going and everything will be fine. Unfortunately, because of the way the schedule works out, in the evenings, it'd be too late for Wanye's lunch streams, so he can't raid me. And it'd be too early for if he went back to his 3 o'clock in the morning schedule, so I can't raid him. It's a little bit sad. So once I do get back to doing this for a more consistent-ish, more full schedule, of course. If I get back to doing something like this for a longer period of time, I may actually have Wanye do a bit of stuff for the stream layout. Since the offer, you know. Honestly, I don't think it's that big of a deal. And the stream layout he has in his streams ain't even. I don't think it's even his. I think he had help with it because of someone else. I forget who. Was it Ness who did it? I want to say Ness did one of these newer layout. Where it's like all based on Windows XP. It's pretty dang cool looking if you actually look at it. Even like all the windows, like when he's dragging in his world stuff, it's all properly like in Windows XP like style windows. And it actually confused him, like, wait, are you actually just running streaming in Windows XP? So I thought that was kind of neat. You don't really see it much whenever he's doing a stream that takes the full screen. But if he's doing something in 4x3, he's a full layout for that that's properly like styled like Windows XP. And I love it. I absolutely love it. But I do kind of miss his old screens where it was just a short video of goats played on loop, and it would just have text that was just quickly joined together saying starting soon or BRB or something like that. I do kind of miss it. At one point, he accidentally swapped screens to his old BRB, which I wouldn't say gave me a rush of nostalgia per se, but it was nice seeing that screen again. It was nice seeing the old BRB screen again. It was nice. But honestly, despite the fact that this is obviously not very fancy looking, I think the way the screen looks now for this shiny hunt, I think has some charm to it. I think it does. The intro screen, I've admitted to being somewhat lazy because, I don't really think it mattered that much. And for the longest time, Proton John's was just a static screen saying, now loading. I guess they could try to fix it up for when I do come back to the main schedule. Like after this trial week's over, I could mess around with that a little bit. I have a few ideas just jotted down that I'm thinking of going through and like seeing if I can implement after this trial week's over, and maybe like have a big relaunch event, you know? Nothing too special though. We're not going for anything like super fancy, like super flashy or anything like that. No. In fact, I don't think this screen will really change at all. I think this screen for the Shiny Hunting screens will stay pretty much the same. Which is neat. Which is neat. You know, something I haven't really checked, this might just be a me problem with how OBS is its preview system. Occasionally, the little image slideshow showing the GIF of all of the different shinies in the area kind of has like a little twitch effect for me, where for a quick second it tries to load the images at like a larger size than they should be, and then it quickly reaches back to the old size. It's weird. But I haven't seen anybody talk about it in chat, even back in the day, and this is a bug that was a thing back when I did stream more regularly, like a couple years ago, you know? Nobody really said anything, so maybe it's just the preview. Maybe it's just the preview being a little bit on the buggy side. I don't know. I hope it's not showing up in stream, because that would be something I had to iron out at some point. I just don't know what to do with. That might require a full-on, like, delete the source and then remake it. And then the shinies won't be in the same order, and then it would just confuse people, and they're like, why is it this different order? I bet people really won't care, but, you know. Honestly, I don't think people would care. But, it's just more of a personal thing where it's like, I want to keep it at least somewhat consistent. Its consistency is good. Ooh, these encounters are actually going by a bit faster than I planned. I think the BRB screen's kind of forcing it to the 1 hour mark. Definitely seemed to help, but it seems I can do 250 within an hour, which bit awkward. But I could always just try to extend the stream by just trying to find someone to host. Again, not raid. We're not gonna go for something flashy. I'm not gonna be staying in the stream for an extended time or anything. Just something where you guys can You're like, hey, just some extra to watch after this. Something more entertaining, I can assure you. So I sure as hell ain't doing a good job. I'm doing a better job towards the end of the stream because for some reason I'm feeling a bit more awake, but not really awake enough to matter. I'm not pushing myself to go for another hour and do another 250 and all that sort of stuff. It fucking didn't pay off last time because I was good at Raid Creaky. I'm like, okay, he might still be streaming. I think I could push another bunch of encounters. I got the encounters done and he had just ended. He had just ended and he's like, yeah. It's like my backup. I'm like, okay, someone else is streaming. I want to probably raid because like he's playing Team Fortress 2 and I like that game and I can't really stream myself because of this kind of semi-low end, especially nowadays, laptop, you know. So I figured, like, yeah, let's do that. And then as soon as I enter the stream to make sure he's still going, he ends stream too, and I'm like, fuck! So I eventually just picked Slim Kirby because why the hell not? EK64 randomizer is something I was not aware of until seeing that in the followed menu, so that was quite interesting. I was not expecting to see that at all. Good on him, though. Good on him. If I try a randomizer, I'm not sure what I do. For streaming purposes, probably not anything too powerful. But I know my laptop can handle some randomizers up to GameCube and Wii, but it cannot handle streaming those, so I have to kind of downgrade it a bit. So maybe a randomizer for, like, I don't know. I might go for Pokemon randomizer. Just go full-on streaming Pokemon. Nah. I think I will be sticking the GBA games for a while, though, because I found out that for something... Oh, hey! Hey, Shiny Obama Snow, it's been a while! Would you believe me if I said this is the first chat message in 3 days? Man, it really has been too long. So, how's life been going over the past 2 years? I was actually kind of thinking of ending stream a little early because I was kind of tired. But since you just got here, I don't want to end up like cutting it off almost immediately. I think I will extend it a little bit more. Just for you. So I think we'll go to 3,600 instead of 3,500. How about that? Such a nice surprise. Imagine, because I extended the stream another 100 encounters, imagine if I just find the shiny during that. That'd be insane. Ah, so you're currently in the moving process too, I see. Almost done with school. So I see we're both going through some pretty big life changes at the moment, because I've mentioned this in an earlier stream, but we're also currently in the moving process here as well. I'm currently in a new house. Well, new to me anyway. It's still kind of... eh. But, honestly, it's been taking a while for us to move, because we still have a lot of stuff, and Mom's been working overtime a lot lately, and I still haven't gotten a driver's license or anything, so it's not like I could drive out to the old house, pick up stuff, and then come back here or anything. So, nah. To be honest, I do like this new house. It's a lot more spacious. I'll say that much. But, I am gonna miss the old place, even if it is kind of falling apart. Literally. Like, the gutter straight up, like, rotted off of the old house a few months back. I don't know how long the house has been there for or what, but I think it's the combination of some long amount of time and just being out in the woods with constantly changing weather because it's the Midwest US, you know? Finally took its toll on it. So I guess we picked a good time to move out. 65-hour weeks. Let me see if I can do some quick math on that. Assuming you're doing 5 days a week, that's 13-hour day. That makes sense. 13-hour days makes no sense. Unless you're doing some severe overtime. Maybe counting weekends. Maybe closer to like 10. Yeah, that still sounds rough, though. That still sounds pretty rough. 13. You're actually having 13-hour days. Whoa. Like, you sure you can handle that much? Like, is this overtime or what? My mom's currently on overtime right now in her old factory job, and that's her overtime that she's kind of forced to do for some of her work days still isn't that long. Like, she works 8 to 10 hours depending on the day, really. Not 13. Wow. Nothing is reported to the government, so everything is allowed. Everything's fine. The government doesn't know. But yeah, that's rough, man. I personally wouldn't know what it's like to have 13-hour work days. And I hope I never do. Because that just sounds like a nightmare. Yeesh. Like, I can barely even handle like a full hour of streaming sometimes. And that's just a for fun thing. 13 hours of work in a day, though? Once school starts again, you'll only work like 3 days a week. At least that makes it a bit more manageable. And a new semester is right around the corner. We are currently in August. So there was much you can during summer. That summer was meant to be a sort of break from all of the work. Still try to take it easy still, you know? Go on vacation, like go a week's vacation to someplace like halfway across the country. Maybe that's just me. I go to the 35 hours a week during school. Better. A lot closer to what I expect. Summer is time to grab as much cash as you can. You know what? That's not necessarily a bad thing. I'm still kind of concerned that you're doing so much in one day. Like you're not getting like super worn out by this, are you? I know Mom gets super worn out in her factory job. And she's not even doing like the super like rough stuff most of the time. Most of the time I think she's part of the bagging department. She's the one who just puts everything in bags and sends them off to somewhere else, you know? And the main reason she gets worn out is because she's kind of up there in age. Being in a factory forces her to wear steel-toed shoes and her feet are kind of deteriorating, according to her foot doctor. And it's just not great indoors. During the summer, it's like an oven, and during the winter, I did not mean to. I'm mashing buttons. Only way to keep going, but you're developing alcohol addiction? Yeesh. Hopefully you're not drinking, like, before work or anything. Like, hopefully you're just doing that on the weekends. Just to celebrate surviving another 65-hour work week. Just chug down a couple of beers or something. You're a cook, so it's like 11 into 2 a.m. work days at some restaurants? You're drinking during work? That's allowed? I can't tell if you're joking. Text makes it a little bit awkward. Everyone does? What the hell? That doesn't sound like a healthy work environment. Just everyone drinking and doing 13-hour workdays? Just yeesh. The stereotype of all cooks are just addicts. Huh. Yeesh. I had no idea. I wonder if it's just a thing where you are or something. I don't know. Because I've never heard anything like that around here. So, I don't know. But just, yeesh. Around these parts, it's everywhere? That just doesn't sit right with me. Like, what the fuck? Just, whoa, dude. Middle job, they were snorting cocaine on the cutting boards before serves? What the fuck? This was normal? Nobody got fired over this? What the hell? Jesus Christ. Just people just casually doing drugs during work? My God. Because the boss was the one bringing it? Oh my God. I can't tell if you're fucking with me or not. This doesn't seem real. This doesn't seem real. There's no way. There's no way, dude. No way. It's like a... You wish you were fucking with me? Oh my God. This is like the... It's just not... It's really not a healthy work environment. Yeah, clearly. Considering there's drug and alcohol abuse during your jobs, like, what? And the boss is just... It pays really well. Is it really worth it, though? At that point? Working yourself into the ground for 13 hours every work day and getting yourself addicted to alcohol and cocaine? Like, seriously? I wouldn't be sure it'd be worth it, personally. But I guess you'd be saying it's like, it's everywhere that shit like that happens. Like, do you really have a choice? God! $420 every day, tax-free? that's pretty good pay, I guess. But again, with the side effects of drugs and alcohol, I'm not sure that's worth just running your body into the ground like that. Especially while you're working. Like, are you sure, like, nobody messes up as a result of, like, getting drunk or high or something? Everyone's still functional enough to work? Because that just sounds like... bleh. I cannot wrap my head around that. Never done hard drugs? Please don't start. Just please don't start. Just alcohol and weed, but yeah. Just... Oy. Stress levels are so high you don't feel a thing until work is done. Huh. So, like, you're saying work kind of cancels out all the effects from, like, the alcohol and such until your shift ends, and that's really weird. I mean, I wouldn't know a single thing about that sort of stuff personally, because I've never done any drugs, I've never drank alcohol. Like, I don't know what that's like, and I honestly kind of don't want to. I can kind of fake being drunk, you know? Doing the whole, like, excessive slurring thing. I'm drunk. I can do that, so, like, why would I do actually full-on experience it with the hangovers and all that sort of stuff? Plus, there's no way in hell Mom would allow it. No way. Now I just feel glad I'm living where I am. Because, having to deal with that sort of work condition, just, Also, you said you're a cook, right? And you're drinking alcohol, like, at work? Aren't you guys, like, afraid of something being set on fire? Like, someone ends up, like, spilling alcohol somewhere and the entire kitchen lights on fire or something? You're not worried about that at all? It seems really dangerous now that I'm thinking about it some more. When you realize you were 16-year-old job and seeing Coke lines every day? Oh my god. I cannot even comprehend all that right now. Just, how is any of that okay? I've never heard of any work environment just devolve like that. And still be somewhat functional? Like, no productivity is lost or anything as a result of the alcohol or anything, and it's just a normal thing, and even the boss is bringing in the drugs. It's like, what? This just seems so... I just can't. Just, whoa! I have no words. I have no words. You work at some of the better restaurants in your country? Wait. Some of the better? You're telling me that there's worse? You're telling me there's worse than that? Oh my god. Whoa, dude. That's insane. Working now as a Michelin star? It's on its way for the second? So it has some sort of award. Like some sort of, like, excellence award? It's despite running his employees into the ground with 13-hour work days and encouraging the use of alcohol while on a shift. Like, what? My mind is just breaking right now. That just... What? Quite a big thing. Wow. I have no... I just don't know how to react to all this, man. Like the way you were describing it before with the drug and alcohol use, I'm like, oh, this thing's probably not doing too great. And then you tell me it's got some sort of big award, and I'm like, what? You're considered some of the best in the world. You have 3. And it's on its way to having 2, so it's already up there. And I'm guessing a decent number of people are at least somewhat drunk to an extent. That's crazy. That's just crazy, man. Whoa, dude. How? Just how? Man. It's crazy. It's a toxic branch of work, but it pays well and you get free booze and food. I mean, sure, but you'd think, like, the alcohol would do more than just be a kind of, like, stabilizer. Trying to make us that way you're not going completely insane or being run completely into the ground. But because of all the stress from working 13-hour days, it just doesn't have, like, the huge drunken effect. I guess, the way you're describing it, I think. Like, it's really weird. And it's just normal. That's how tired you feel. I mean, couldn't you just drink coffee or something? I mean, sure, caffeine's not great for you if you do, like, a whole bunch of it either, but, like, I feel like it'd be better than alcohol. That's kind of... you know? You drink both? Oh my god. How are you not, like, imploding or anything? Like, caffeine and the alcohol just together. This ain't healthy, dude. Again, I'm not sure the pay would be worth it personally, but if that's just how things are for you, then I've never heard of anything like this before. This is news to me. I need to stop for a bit, just to think about this. This happens pretty much everywhere where you live. So no matter what job you're working, like where you're working, it would just be like this. I mean, maybe, but I've never heard of anything like this in America. Sure, even in some of the more crazy cities like New York City or like basically anywhere in Southern California, like they're nuts down there, but not that crazy. Just restaurants. I can't say I know anybody who's in that line of work personally, so I really can't truly compare, but you think if there was stuff like that happening anywhere near me, it'd be like big news. And then the entire restaurant will get shut down for, like, improper work and health conditions, you know? Because that just seems really wrong. I guess Europe just has different standards when it comes to that. I don't know. Just seems a little weird to me. Huh. It's even more illegal down here? Wait. So this happens basically everywhere in like every restaurant in your area, to the point where it's just normal, and yet it's illegal for this stuff to be happening. You guys just have no law enforcement, or you're just that good at hiding it? I think you can face criminal charges of the restaurant owner. They just don't give a fuck? That's nuts. That is just absolutely nuts to me. Like, there are lawless parts of this country, sure, but, like, nothing like that ever happens to my knowledge. I don't think something that's normal here. I wonder how many people, if I post something on Twitter about it, I wonder how many people would be like, I would love to have that job. You get to just drink your entire work shift just for 13 hours? That sounds fun. Like, no. If there is control of the government, everyone does not report to the government. Taxpaying worker runs, the boost gets hidden, and problem solved. So as long as nobody says anything, and as long as you hide the alcohol, nice and good, everything's fine. And now it just feels really shady. Now it just seems really shady. That's not fun. The only valid reason to take a break is to smoke or eat. Like, food breaks, I understand. Smoke breaks, I understand, because you're not supposed to smoke indoors in most places. So I can understand those, like, for breaks, at least. But you'd think the alcohol would at least be a break thing, but you're, like, actively on shift? Like, this is a really weird direction for this stream to go, and I was like, I'm gonna end at 3,500 encounters. Then you show up and start dropping all this on me, and I'm like, okay. It's the only reason you can take breaks. I can't even. Not just because you've been working 11 hours, you need to sit down for a second. Put a cigarette vape, it's cool. This just seems like a horrible work environment. Again, personally, I don't think it'd be worth all that for the money. This just feels so wrong to me. Maybe I'm just not fully understanding or anything because I'm an American halfway across the globe or whatever, but good boy. Anyway, I'm just gonna do one more encounter to end the stream. You're a money whore. I mean, if it's worth it to you, then fine. I'm not gonna stop you, but personally, I don't think running my health on the ground like this is a good idea. Anyway, no shiny today. Friggin' course. I wasn't expecting it. I wasn't even expecting the stream to go on this long because I was like, I'm only like half awake today. Kind of like I was on Monday. So I was like, oh, I'll just get enough to be like 3,500 and then probably just go take a nap or something. This has been quite a surprise. Good luck, man. Thank you for the luck. As for who I'm going to be hosting or raiding, let me go ahead and just look through the list. Because I have not looked once during a stream. That way I can't be disappointed if someone I wanted to raid just stopped streaming while I'm finishing up. That happened twice yesterday. It was crazy. Gonna be here for 2 years. It's been roughly 2 years. I think it's more like a year and like 9 months or something like that. I haven't gotten the exact time length, but it's something more like that. But it's close enough to 2 years that it just kind of feels like 2 years. So let's see. Close enough, yeah. No one's really streaming right now. Let's check the Pokémon FireRed streams right now. I'm seeing a lot of... Man, the Kaizo Ironmon thing is really taking off because everyone's freaking doing it. My god. It's probably not even necessary to really do a raid or anything. I think I'll just end stream. Just to make it a lot more simple, so I'm just hanging around here doing nothing for an extended period of time again. What was the old raid skin? I don't remember! Oh god, it's been so long, I don't remember! I never wrote it down or anything. I need something, but I don't know anymore. I thought we were constantly trying to change the raid message every stream, and then we would always just fall back on something. Because we just couldn't think of anything. Huh. Heck, it's been so long, I've kind of forgotten where the hell the avocado thing started, because, yeah, we did some different time. Yeah, because if you go here, there's the avocado stuff. I remember that being a thing. I don't really understand where it came from anymore. It just sort of happened. Right, avocados. Yeah. That was a thing back when I streamed 2 years ago. I completely forgot why that started, but it became kind of a running joke. And at first I was like, I don't want this to be a thing. Why is it a thing? And I just sort of gave in, just went with it. May have came from the Peel the Avocado song? That doesn't sound familiar. Started mildly spamming avocados. I remember you spamming the emotes. I remember that being a thing. Huh. Man. All that just kind of got forgotten because 2 years of me just being like, I'm burnt out, I don't want to do this anymore. But Discord server invite real quick? Oh, sure. I think the commands still work. Exclamation point, Discord, hang on. You left it for some reason? Well, it's not really that active. Outside outside of me nowadays just doing the at everyone, hey, I'm streaming during this little like trial period I'm doing. There hasn't really been much activity in there, so I don't blame you for leaving. Trying to declutter the Discord list, you know. So not much has really changed since you left. I can assure you. This current week I'm doing here is just a trial period because a friend of mine kind of had to stop streaming for a bit because of internet maintenance and it was out of his control. See ya, Obama Snow. Hope you end up surviving your job because that is still insane to me. And I think I'm just gonna end stream and just not host or rate anybody because I'm not seeing anybody that really stands out. But thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the luck. So I think you're gonna need more luck than me. And assuming everything goes well, I'll be back again tomorrow at around the same time. And hopefully we'll be going for longer naturally, not because of some stories about a really awful work environment that just suddenly happened. Farewell.